I wanted to speak briefly about no particular personality who changed the world, but a quality that you can have that will help you, inshallah ta'ala, change the world. And that quality is an incredible one. And it is one that I've been happy and excited to talk about for a number of years now. I met a person once who combined many different qualities of success. He memorized the Quran as a kid, and that's beautiful. But then he went to overseas and he studied Islam and he became a Sheikh. And that's also very, very amazing. But there are many people who do that. And then he founded Al-Maghrib Institute, Sheikh Muhammad al-Sharif, rahimahullah. And that was incredibly inspiring, because when you are able to create something like Al-Maghrib, something like One Ummah, where thousands of people benefit, and you do it in your 20s, you do it as a young man, and you're leaving a legacy already behind at such a young age. Now you're entering into a world of someone who's very, very special. But then he left Al-Maghrib, and he became very busy with other ventures, business ventures. He left that aspect, he let it grow, he became uninvolved in it, and he started getting involved in businesses. And normally when a person has a business, are they very busy or are they very free? Busy, right? That's where the word busyness comes from. You're busy all the time. You're always checking your work. You're always... And yet, mashallah, tabarakallah, he was incredibly free. His time was incredibly free. He developed a lot of systems that ran almost automatically. And so I saw things combine in him, both the deen and the dunya, that I didn't find combined in very many people, if anybody. And so the first time I met him, I traveled to another country to meet him. And when we were all on a bus, all of the students were on a bus, I was waiting for a person to move from sitting next to the Sheikh on the bus so that I could sit next to him, and I just had one question to ask. And when I finally got my opportunity, I went and I sat next to him and I said, Sheikh, I have a question for you if you don't mind. He said, sure. I said, what is the secret to your success? And right away, he told me the answer that I want you to know, that is so transformative and makes successful people successful. He said to me, dua. And I thought to myself, I did not come all the way here to hear an answer that my mother could have given me. She could have said dua. So then I said to him, okay, what is it after dua? Is it that you take action? Is that what it is? And then he said to me a word that was worth the trip. And I want you to write this down because I don't want you to forget it. I said to him, is it that you take action? And then he said to me, dua is action. Write that down. Dua is action. And then I'm still not getting it. I said to him, but Sheikh, most people make dua. Most people make dua. What are you talking about? Dua is action. Everybody makes dua. He says to me, no, most people don't make dua. And then he said, and if they do make dua, they make dua without focus. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. That's the way that many people make dua. In fact, if we were to ask ourselves in the past week, what are the things that we are passionate about? My passions. And then if I were to line them up with my du'as, most of us would not find congruency. Most people would find that the things that they're actually passionate about, that they care about, and the things that they are making dua for are two different worlds. The relationship that we have with dua needs to change. That you make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like you know that if He says yes, then even if the entire world says no, it will happen.